Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Temple Owls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hits inside, it's Smith. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
To the air, it's Shepard. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Clark. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Runs through the tackle. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Mason. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Turning it on! He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Bulldozes his way through. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
From the gun, it's Smith. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Shepard. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Smith takes the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Temple. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. The run inside. It's Wallace. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the corner. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Pulls and fires complete. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Shepard. Complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The fake and wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Quick give. It's Smith. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons of Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to. And that's back-to-back frustrating runs for this offense, man. They've got to do a better job. The big hog mollies up front. They got to create some lanes, somewhere to go. Now this offense is backed up in a 3rd down and long situation where they know they got to throw the football.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Move to his right. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yard.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming, making the adjustment. Ready, go! He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Cowboys, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Back now to your game inside the link. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Mason. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half he wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these 2 teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll ride him again. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Temple lining up to punt it away.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Straight ahead, it's Wallace. He's past the sticks. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Wallace. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Wallace. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hits inside, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got a man. It's Bermudez. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On play action. Fires to the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll run him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Plows his way ahead. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Martin. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Turning it on! And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Turns up, it's Hardy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and long right here. Back to throw, it's Shepard. On the move. He's going to take off. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Selling the fake. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They punted away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They give it back to him. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Powers inside. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Nittany Lions will go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Shepard. Out wide right, it's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Makes the tackle. It's 3rd and 5. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. From the gun, it's Wallace. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Finds a crease, it's Martin. There he goes. The 40. The 20. He got the 1st down and a whole lot more. Pad the stats and get the win, as this one ought to be in the books.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this scam. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Sets his feet, it's Shepard. set him up. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hits the hole. It's Martin. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.